My name is Mr. Pony Julius Mela. As you have put it rightly, I'm the Payam Education Supervisor for Yei Town. And in my own analysis, Yei Town Payam has very many schools that are really thickly populated. And in my own analysis and what I've actually seen in these schools, some of the schools, particularly the public schools, having very many children in their class and they lack learning space. That's one of the things that I've realized. And coming to the teaching staff, the number of the teaching staffs that are handling this multitude of children in the class is not really the ratio per children per teacher is not the recommended one. You find a teacher may be handling 100 children, 70, 80, and which may not really be professionally okay, because the teacher will end up not even focusing on individual teaching. This is one of the things that I've already seen. And due to the relevant peace that is already existing, particularly in the town, there are many people coming from exile, others from even the villages. They are all coming to the town. So it's like in my own view, in some time to come, there will be really no space in some of our classrooms. So there is a need really for people to focus on creating learning space in these schools. And the other thing also that I have seen, teachers, they work best when they are motivated. And coping with our situation here in South Sudan, where you find teachers are not motivated, teachers sometimes go for 13 months without pay. So it becomes really very challenging. So those are things that are really happening on the ground.
Yeah. So thank you. As you have also mentioned, like concerning the ratio of teachers by the learners, you find that really this number of learners is very great actually in the classes, and you find that most of these schools are being operated by untrained teachers. Yes, they are being operated by untrained teachers who mostly have finished only senior 4 and are waiting for their results. So don't you think that is really a challenge in the education system?
Yeah, you are right. That is actually the biggest challenge we are facing. Most of our teachers have not undergone teacher training. Most of them just direct from senior 4, they are recruited in the class and they begin teaching. Yet they don't actually have the skills to handle these learners in the class. And our biggest problem comes, teachers are not stable. These teachers move. Most of the time, they have taken education as just a place to wait. They just come there, wait for a period of time. When they get some other better paid jobs, they leave the profession and find all the time our schools are vacant without teachers. And that is why I find the school administrators now end up every year recruiting these O-level leavers, because the moment even some of these O-level leavers, after getting some experience in teaching, they also exit and move to jobs that are well paid. So that is one of the biggest problems. We have professional teachers who were trained in our college here, YTTC, others were trained from Uganda, but most of them have gone to NGOs simply because education is not attractive in our country. People are not paid well, salaries delay, so that's why some of them leave and they go for better paid jobs.
Yeah, exactly. As you have said, you find that these teachers are not really stable and they do change from one department to the other, most especially running away from the teaching profession or field. So, as the government, what steps have actually the government of South Sudan like taken? Are there any other plans of maybe rectifying the education system by at least motivating these teachers well and giving them better incentives such that it can bring those education professionals that have already left to come back and really impact the knowledge in these children? Are there any steps of that kind?
Yeah, I think there are steps. Uh, these steps are done at different levels. We have at the national level, they have their own strategies, which I may not really explain in detail because that is not my jurisdiction. And you find also at the state level, they may also have their own strategies to at least maintain the teachers. But there are a lot of challenges as far as our country is concerned. But I wanted to talk about my own Payam and my own county here. I think the education authorities in this county, they came up with an initiative of at least encouraging parents to contribute in cash so that these locally collected funds can be used for motivating the teachers who are on ground, so that at least when the government pay comes, although it comes once after a while, so that at least the parents can be able to maintain these teachers so that they continue teaching. And that is the initiative that we people in the county and at the Payam has undertaken. That's why some few teachers are remaining in the profession, because the parents' contribution is used for motivating them. And we are trying our level best at least to sensitize the parents so that they take this initiative seriously, so that at least we keep our teachers in the profession.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a very good thing, and I believe if it is going to work really, it will bring most of our teachers back. And as the Payam Education Supervisor, have you taken any initiative of ensuring teachers training in order to improve the education system? Because we have seen that just like some trainings, capacity building trainings, such that these teachers that have volunteered, who have just finished senior who can at least have the skill of delivering to the learners. Do you have that in plan?
Yeah, we have that one in plan. I think in our plan, we even talk to the school administrators, because we normally use our own local resources within. And one of our plan in the Payam, which we have already disseminated to the head teachers, is that whenever new teachers are recruited, at least at a school level, this is the school must organize, of course facilitated by the PTA and the SMCs. Let them come together, they allocate some little resources at least, so that those who are newly recruited can be given tips on how to handle lessons in the class. And this one had been going on in the Payam for almost now 3 years. Whenever they have new teachers, they will invite staffs from the Payam. Then we shall go there, give them capacity building maybe for 2 to 3 days before they are introduced into the class. That's what we are doing. And sometimes, in those days when there were very many partners that are dealing with education, sometimes we also write to them. We lobby, we write to them, they give us the funds, then we train maybe for 1 to 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 weeks, and then to enable them at least handle lessons in the class. Otherwise, if they are not given those capacity building, somebody fresh from academics may not even do anything in the class. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much. I think by doing that, it is really going to create something better. And so, as now you're signing off as the Payam Education Supervisor. So, what's your final message to the teachers who have devoted their time to raise this young generation?
Yeah, I think my final message to the teachers is that despite all the challenges they are going through, let them just continue to tolerate and give quality education to our children. And I also encourage them to at least mobilize some resources, those ones who are not trained, so that they join our colleges here, so that they at least get that training and they become professionals. Particularly those ones who are in our government-aided schools, if they have those documents, if they have O-level certificates, I think the county also has that initiative of at least taking some of them for training so that they get grade 3 certificates. Like in my Payam, they have given me around 10 who are supposed to be taken for the training. But unfortunately, most of our teachers are not willing to submit in their names and their documents. So I will encourage them at least to make sure such opportunities, they should take it as a chance, so that by some years to come, they will be professional. And I know things may not remain like this. There will be some changes. So I will encourage them, whenever there is a chance for training, let them not hesitate. They should come up and at least get training. And the capacity buildings like this also, they should attend in case there is a chance, so that it will give them at least those tips in how to handle children in the class. And teaching is also challenging, and one of the message to them is, for those who might have got chance of training, they should not also be selfish of their knowledge. They should continue to help each other, so that at least they also help their friends, because teaching actually needs people to join together. It is not something that you do individually. So if those who are trained in the school and those who are given capacity building, let them continue at least to help those ones who have not got the chance, so that we move together, we improve our teaching, and we deliver quality education to our children.